Hi, my name is Cindy, and if you've been here before, I am so glad you came back. And if you're new, welcome to Z9 Designs. Keep watching and be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to see some fall ideas. In addition, please like, save, share, and comment. It really helps my channel to grow. And check out what I've made previously. You would be so surprised. So let's check out my fall ideas that I have for you to see today. You can effortlessly transform the look of your lamp with magnetic shade embellishment. This design allows you to customize the look of your flowers and rotate them according to the season. It gives a nice punch of color and texture. DIY number 1, 5.5-inch flower magnet shade embellishment. The supplies needed include a sunflower, magnet, and hot glue. That is all. And for this challenge, that is the one thing that we had to do something with sunflowers in it. So I purchased a spray of flowers at Dollar Tree and they were on the stem, but to my amazement, there was one sunflower. And I pulled it off the stem and began to dismantle it. However, when you dismantle something, you got to put it back together. So I did that with hot glue. This had to be done so that the flower would have a flat back. All I did was to put a small magnet on the back of the flower, and I did not cover the magnet, but you can do that if you wish. I had done previous lamp embellishment, so you can check out those videos. I put a magnet on the opposite side of the lampshade, and the beautiful sunflower was magnetized. The sunflower may brighten up your day, and it looks so lovely. DIY number 2, fall stenciled pumpkin. The supplies needed include white acrylic paint, stencil, I could not find my stencil, a small wood stem, moss, hula skirt ribbon, hot glue, and a wood round. This is so easy to make. I took a wood round that was about 5 inches in circumference, and I think I got this from Dollar Tree. And I painted it white with acrylic paint, and then when it was dry, I put the stencil on top and used some celery chalk paint for the stenciling. Then I took a wood stem and hot glued that to the top. I put some moss around the stem. And took a hula skirt ribbon and tied it around the stem. And I displayed it, and there you have it. Now, Talented Creators Collaboration is hosted by DIY with Aurea and Lowly D's Creations. The guest host is Dave Wreath and Things, and the co-host is Z9 Design, me. The link to the host, the guest host, and the co-host is in the description box below. These are amazing and talented hosts. You must check out their channels and be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment. And there are other collaborators that are so talented, and the link to the playlist is listed below. So Let's show them some love also. DIY number 3, leaf jar candle holder. The supplies needed include 1 small jar, white matte spray paint, leaf template, vinyl paper, scissors, jute, and beads. That is it. This is so cute and anyone can use it as fall decor. It can be placed in the kitchen, the bathroom, or bedroom to give each place a fall vibe. And the nice thing about the jar is that it can be painted any fall or neutral color. I found a free leaf template and laid it over some vinyl paper and cut out 1 leaf. I took off the white backing on the vinyl. I took that off and it's sticky, and I laid that on the outside of the jar. And then I took it out of the house and sprayed some white matte spray paint that covered the entire jar. It was all around, and even I turned it upside down and did the bottom. And then I just let it dry. Then I took it inside and I lifted the leaf away from the jar, and a perfect leaf shape was revealed, and you could see inside the jar. It was so cool. I put a neutral colored leaf inside the jar, and a candle was placed inside. And then I lit the candle, styled it. How bright and beautiful. And this is something so easy, other than maybe the spray painting, that children can do. You can also paint the jar with chalk paint, so a child could do that also. And it is so nice. Just take a look. DIY number 4, wooden pumpkins with a leaf. The supplies needed include 2 wood pieces, 2 knobs, some metal corner pieces, stencil, and that is a leaf stencil, chalk paint in the color plaster and brown, and Mod Podge, metal ribbon, black acrylic paint, and antique gold rub and buff. I think these are the cutest rustic pumpkins that I have made. These wood pieces were given to me by a co-worker, so it really costs nothing except for the paint and the little ends I put on them. They were not the color I wanted. This is the piece of wood. They were kind of, maybe had a little orange in them, so I mixed some brown chalk paint with water and I brushed it over the surface. In addition, when the brown chalk paint was dry, I brushed Mod Podge over the surface. And this is important to do. This is probably one of the most important parts of the DIY. Next, I got a lot of things in my stash. I looked in there and I found a Dollar Tree leaf stencil and took that, put it over the wood, and I dabbed chalk paint in the color plaster. Now, I like to put this Mod Podge on the wood piece because you don't get a lot of bleeding or underspill under the stencil. And so when I lifted it up, it turned out fine. And if you do have some underspill, you can just take something real sharp and it comes right off. It doesn't stick immediately to the Mod Podge, so you can kind of get it off, whatever you have, so a piece of napkin or paper towel or whatever. But I wasn't done with it, so I had some metal corners that I got from Hobby Lobby on sale, and I put those on all 4 corners of pumpkin number 1. But because I did not have any more corners, you have to make do. And so Dollar Tree had some metal ribbon that I got a long time ago. So I made my own corners. And since they were not triangle shaped, I cut the amount that I needed and I just bent the corner on the edge of the wood. Now, crafting is a process. So first I put some antique rub and buff on them first and a hint of black. And that seemed to do the trick because they were silver. And of course I didn't want that silver look. I wanted kind of a gold or antique gold look. And of course, pumpkin has a stem on top. So I found some knobs that I embellished with rub and buff. And the other, it was ceramic knob. I sprayed it with some metallic rust. And then I put some antique rub and buff on top. But I didn't realize how bright that rub and buff would make it. So then I had to tone it down with a bit of black. So that kind of made it look much better. I originally drilled a hole on top of pumpkin number 1, but I really didn't need to. I just used some hot glue and some super glue. On the pumpkin number 1, when I drilled the hole, there was a screw in there, and so that went down into the hole, but I just used hot glue and super glue to attach it, and it's just fine. So let me know what you think of these 2 pumpkins. These will make great addition to a fall tier tray or just to set it around the house. I think with these, because they're so beautiful, I may put them on my entry table as you come in the front door. I think they would look cool starting in the end of September or so. So if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe, like, save, and comment. Crafting is very satisfying, but also challenging. Encouraging words are always appreciated. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Facebook. Thanks for watching each and every week. I appreciate all of your comment and your support. And remember, the walls we build around us to keep sadness out also keeps out the joy. This is by Jim Rohn. So I'll see you later. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.